I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
This short throw caught by Goddard. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping it for a loss. From the gun, here's Goff. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
Shifts by him. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Got his tight end, that's complete. That's right. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Brock Wright, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Goff and that Lions offense stand on the field. They'll try for 2.
And he will get into the end zone. So that shaves 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Go Silver, ready?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts gets this out to Saquon Barkley. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And the ball is knocked out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field.
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away, let your defense take over with better field position.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Milton Williams. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
We go, 76, 70.
Now it's Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Gone. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Goff now to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll roll him out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. Coming right, this is Montgomery on the toss. Fights forward at the 20. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by the former Lion, Darius Slay. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Credit Zadarius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll go to Barkley again. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
63, 63, 63. Alpha, alpha, alpha. Delta.
Here's Hurts to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
But this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent 1st half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it.
And now here is another interception. Carlton Davis picks it. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick six.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Hurts. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been... better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And now here's another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Throwing is Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught at the 25. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there for Philly. 51 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Buying time to his left. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one in the end zone after.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. 3rd time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Goff going to throw it. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
I like the call there, because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
That's complete to Laporta. And he is going to have a... First down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Goff looking to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more.
40, Eagles 27. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Great, set. Delta.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd down.
Hey. Delta, set. Delta.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Hey, Silver. Tiger Hornet. No touch.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Lions are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading